All right, I hope everyone had a great week. This week's alternate assignment, we are going to move from the medieval period or Dark Ages and move into the Renaissance era, which literally means rebirth. You see a flourishing of all of the arts, not just music. And I would say life for your everyday average peasant is going to improve considerably. In the Dark Ages, life was rough for your average person, and music was not available to them. Pretty much the only ones performing sacred music would have been priests and monks, and the only ones performing secular music would have been your nobility. In the Renaissance, four major things or events happen that help to improve everyone's lot in life. The first is the rise of the middle class or the merchant class. So now the wealth is not just kept by the church and by your nobility. It's actually distributed a little more evenly to everyone. You have the invention of the printing press, and with the printing press comes printed materials. In the Dark Ages, it was limited again to the monks and priests and the nobility. Now with the printing press, printed books, printed music becomes available to everyone. The third is the invention, or I would say the development of your musical instruments. You see it a little more instrumental music in the Renaissance, and the instruments are going to organize themselves into families or consorts. So you get a wide range within a family. For instance, a recorder. You would have a little bitty recorder, which would be a soprano recorder, all the way to a very large recorder, which would be a bass recorder. And in one of the recordings, you're actually going to see these different types of recorders. And then the fourth event that happens is the Reformation. The Reformation was the Protestant church created by Martin Luther. And one of the big things with the advent of the Protestant church is a move from Latin being used in the church service to a use of vernacular. So now you get the local languages being used to support the sacred text. So in the next video, I'm going to talk briefly about each of the four pieces. I'll talk about their texture and timbre and what you're listening for.